Next, we have Vaishak Prem Kumar with us, who will be speaking about liberating learning spaces. Talking about Vaishak, he is a DevOps engineer at Open Healthcare Network. He finds interest in using free software for the common good of the community that he is a part of. He has been active volunteer promoting free open source during his college education. The sessions takes a moment to evaluate the learning spaces and the software they use for economic, academic, social and administrative aspects and see if they are teaching the user freedom or not. So I'll hand over the session to Vaishak. Over to you, Vaishak.
Hi, it's an empty crowd. A lot of people left, but I'm not scared. So today's talk, yes, today's talk is about liberating learning spaces. So a little bit intro about myself. My name is Vaishak Prem Kumar. I am currently working as a DevOps engineer in Open Healthcare Network. So what is actually learning spaces and how can we liberate it? That's the essence of today's talk. So yes, philosophical aspect of today's talk. These are like, the images that might come to our mind when we say, okay, learning spaces, that's like Greek and like all kind of learning spaces. So this could be considered as a learning space because there is some knowledge that I have and there is a knowledge that you have. So conventionally, all the learning space tend to be a one-way channel, but even though the numbers are less, feel free to interrupt me. This is a small place, so like you could like just shout if something I say is wrong, or like if you have a conflicting opinion, please do that. So yeah, this talk or like almost anything that I do had a hard impact because of FOSS-Meet. FOSS-Meet is one of India's longest running FOSS themed event that is happening since 2005. So like I could have said that some of you might have been not even born that time, but a significant among you are like older than me and like, yeah. So anyways, FOSS-Meet has been here since 2005. So yes, so you might have heard about Free Software Community of India, FSCI. So they had a wiki page. Okay, so in their wiki page, randomly when I was searching for the FOSS-Meet conductions, so I got into the FOSSL of my college back in around 2019. Then I was active in participating the 2023 FOSS-Meet. So obviously, when you are conducting some event, let's say India Force, you'll obviously check out how it started, what's the history of it. I don't know, maybe you guys are like obsessed with events such as I am, but I do check it out. So when an event that was started when I was just 4 year old is there, I had to check the history of it. So FSCI had this wiki page. I searched it up and the photos that I showed, these photos and a lot of blogs, 2005 blogs seem to me, such of an eye-opener for me. Like right now, almost everyone writes blog. And to be fair, with Instagram and all, everyone has a space to write or like post stuff on. But you have to look at the fact that 2005 or like early 2000 eras or like even these times where when only the tech people who are like severely interested in tech were actually writing this. So like they are like very knowledgeable people. So I realized that all this knowledge or like all these experiences, all these stories have to be stored somewhere. So yeah, what better option to save these stories other than using MediaWiki? How many of you have heard about MediaWiki before? Yeah, so basically MediaWiki is a software that is being used to power Wikipedia and its sister projects. So I did this randomly out of nowhere. January 2024, I spinned up a MediaWiki instance. I didn't know that I'll get around 169 users and 250 articles. I was just simply making it so that, okay, when FOSS-Meet comes, people searching up FOSS-Meet should be able to find all these details, all the stories related to that. Then, yes, obviously, most of us will go on and start something, and the struggle really happens. So like, whatever we start off, we'll have trouble to find. I mean, most of the open source softwares in the industry is having the same issue. Let's say Signal or Matrix. Okay, WhatsApp updated their policy. Let's go back to Signal. 2-day, 3-day, peer pressure. No one is there to chat in Signal. You come back to WhatsApp. So similarly, yes, you could write articles in MediaWiki, but still, why should you write articles? You could just use Instagram or like some other platform. You have Twitter or like, there are like a hell lot of things, but still, why would you write in here? So like, and also, yeah, revisit adoption, limited interaction, all these kind of restricted the adoption of MediaWiki, and a lot more technical challenges as well. I'll cover the technical aspects towards the last. Then yes, so contrary to the article or like one-sided approach that we have, discussions tend to have more, fruitful ideas or like, solutions that get born when people are discussing instead of, dictating, you could say. But yeah, so the photos that I've shown here are of the same topic. So I decided, okay, a lot of students, lot of first years are gonna join in our campus. So let me just write about how will you get the student developer pack. I just made the page, a brief intro was there, steps to activate GitHub student developer pack in it. It's been there ever since, no one edited. Instead, I'll come to what this is. So I just asked a question. It might look very similar to Quora. I'll say what this is. This one got answered fairly easily. So that discussion platform might be a way lot better when it comes to addressing problems and solutions. So yeah, using WhatsApp for all the wrong reasons. I was preparing the slides yesterday night. So I saw this article and like, it was very relatable. Chat is minimum viable everything. Okay, you think of any app. You want a food delivery app. Okay, let's say nearby my place, I'm making some food. There might be some customers. I'll create a WhatsApp group with them. So whenever a customer wants it, hey, I need this, put it in the chat. That's a minimum viable Swiggy alternative. Or like, let's say cab sharing. We have Namyatri, Ola, all these kind of things. But let's say in a small community, there are regular customers who actually travel for, who will be traveling often. And there are like a little bit amount of taxi drivers. You send a text, you respond. The first one who responds, get the thing. So chat is actually a minimum viable in everything. And most of us, at some point of a time, might have actually done this, using WhatsApp for note-taking, to-do, even password managers, so many of us have done it. So chat is a minimum viable anything, but we have been using it for the wrong reasons. So yes, the thing that I showed you earlier was Apache Answer. So Apache Answer, I kept on going to students and tell them, Apache Answer is a Stack Overflow alternative for our college. Huh? So people who are like, I mean, I thought people are into coding more than they are. So they opened, oh, Cheta, this is Quora. Okay, so most of them are like familiar with Quora more than Apache Answer. So yeah, I guess that makes more sense. This is a self-hostable version of Quora that you could set it up in your community. So yeah, I shall do a quick admin demo. I hope this works. Okay, so 1 second. After I get in, I'll please be correct. No. Yay. It will come, it will come. Come, please. Oh, okay, 1 second. When you start it, you have to do something. Yeah. 1 second. Uh, oh, makes sense. Where was I? Come on. Okay, anyways, I'll have to skip the demo. The demo gods are not with me today. But I'll anyway show the admin interface of the Apache Answer. So, come on, don't say net is not there. Yeah, thankfully. So this is the normal interface. So like this, yeah, fairly looks like Quora. I'll increase the font 1 second. It's visible? Okay. So the statistics, we have around 102 users, and this was like deployed 1 or 2 months back. Runtime, like 40 days is what it says. So wait, if you go down, you can see the runtime. So yeah, this is being hosted in a cloud, and the setup was, wait, what was my slide? I forgot. Yeah, quick admin demo. Okay. We have these, and like you could see the users, you could see the content, questions, and basically you can be the dictator that you want and like shut the people you don't want answer and like do a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, so these are like the questions that are being asked. How to, yeah, anyone face this issue? Windows update breaking their Linux? No? Yeah, hey. So he has answered. But for making the community more, personal, I have restricted the access to this platform to only only the email IDs that have the college name. So that's there. Sorry. But okay, there is a reason why I did this. So I used to run this WhatsApp group, minimum viable everything, for helping out students who are new into GNU/Linux. So we, Fossil, used to conduct GNU Linux Install Fest for first years every year, and as soon as they get their systems installed with GNU Linux, they said, Cheta, this is not working. Cheta, this is not working. And a lot of people started DMing me, Cheta, this is not working. Please come and fix it for me. So me and a bunch of students decided, okay, it's enough. We shall make a group for it. And like we created a group. But even with the group, a group actually helped us a lot with the amount of inflow of questions that we were getting. But still, there was something missing. So like, let's say you asked a question today. Okay, someone will ask the same question 2 months from now. Don't even 2 months, like just the next day, because they won't be going through the chat, because these are not being documented. So that's why Apache Answer was implemented. Then MediaWiki setup. So the MediaWiki setup that we have, since I wanted it to just work and I was experimenting it out, I'm a big fan of Docker, like just Docker compose up, yes, everything works. That's what I always go for. But MediaWiki, for some reasons, had a hard time dealing with Docker. So the current setup is an Apache 2 web server that is serving the MediaWiki 1.41. As a like Apache 4 is Apache 2 is actually being served as, installed as a deb package, and MariaDB used to be also a system install package. Later, when a lot of users are coming in, my system was slowing down. So like I created a Dockerized version of MariaDB and like switched to that. So in the future, in the wish list, I want to have a completely reproducible setup that you could go and put any cloud and it just magically works and performs auto migration with all the database. So if you are not tech savvy, you might have not understood a word that I said, but still going on. Impact in the community. This is actually a huge factor. I don't know if you have seen this or not. MediaWiki is having a store on the top. They had a store. So I went to their store and kind of stole their show because they were like basically preaching about MediaWiki and stuff like that. I felt like home because I've been dealing with this since like, okay, 9 months or something. So a small issue with MediaWiki, I would say, is that Wikipedia has an app. Wikipedia Android app and iOS app is there, but this app is only compatible with Wikipedia. Any other MediaWiki instances that you might have doesn't have support for this app. The first year students that I managed to induct during that time, one of them was successful in completely repurposing that Android app, which was open source, into only supporting this thing, our specific instance. And it is being packaged and it's trying to make it to the F-Droid repository. So that was a huge impact. Like the MediaWiki people were pretty impressed with the feed that it had been done. And like a lot of people have actually tried to do this and weren't actually successful. So this impact was made because, okay, let's do this wiki, and like such an opportunity was given. Then long-term impact is that even though we have a small footprint or like small usage and stuff, we still have started to document stuff. So moving on through the slides, yeah, live demo Apache, and this, yeah, call for action. So from the people who I can count with my fingers, the call for action is that if you are a student, please go back to your campuses and try to set up MediaWiki or Apache Answer or any kind of self-hostable solutions. For servers, there are a lot of options. You could go for Oracle Cloud. They offer free beefy ARM systems that has, yeah, that you can use. There are ARM servers. Just talk with me if you need more info. Yeah, oh, I reached conclude already. I forgot. Yeah, to conclude, we need to build open communities to preserve knowledge for students, for professionals. Okay, adopting first principle and long-lasting. I don't know. I just wrote this yesterday night. So you could scan this just like, oh, thankfully I did something. Okay, I have 5 minutes, right? I'll try to do the live demo of the server again until the time runs out. Meanwhile, if you have questions, you can ask me. I can answer from here. Go ahead, go ahead.
Hi.
Yeah, wait, where are
Hi.
you? Oh,
Hello.
hey,
Yeah.
what's up?
So, is it a big deal to port the Wikipedia app from like the normal Wikipedia instance to anything else, our self-hosted one?
Is it a big deal in the sense? No one has actually done it yet. So I feel like that's a big deal.
Okay, that's. I mean, like, it should be a configuration kind of thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. So basically, we had a talk about configuration just before. The issue is that all these configurations are hard-coded into the software. So we have to like manually go and rebuild it again. And like the main issue is that there is this thing called REST APIs that are specific to the Wikimedia setup. That's the main culprit behind all this. So the official Wikipedia has support for advanced functionalities in a server that the normal MediaWiki doesn't support.
Okay.
So the calls that you are making won't be responded by the server. That's the issue. So like a lot of features will be missing. So we are trying to improve on that.
So should we create a spin of another server for doing all of this?
Yeah, you could do this, and like based on the way that we are moving, so basically we just migrated a whole lot of configs and endpoints to some place else. Similar can be done to your specific instance, and for in the server side, you have to install some of the additional configurations. So that might actually solve things for you.
Thank you.
Okay, I guess that winds it up. Demo goats are not with me today. You are not getting a demo. But anyways, thanks for listening. Yeah, that's it.